have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. She caught her with a clean jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. No rest for the weary. Beautiful counter punch. How about that time counter shot? No rest for the weary. Fighters love being in this venue as the audience is right on top of you, and they will be bringing the heat tonight. They are ready to watch this showdown.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Do you believe what we are seeing? They exchange punches. A perfect counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. After what we saw in that last... And there's the bell for round 2. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. The greatest female perhaps of all time is in trouble of going down. How did they survive that?
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
She wasn't ready for that counter. Lucky that hook didn't score. Oh no, Katie Taylor hurt. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What are they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Nice counter shot. Catch and shoot. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and before they get knocked down, they choose to go down on their own and take a knee.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's a counter shot. She got clipped by that counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. I promise you, all three... The bell rings and we start the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto...
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Are we about to see Katie Taylor knocked out? How are they still standing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
She scores with that counter. This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Nice counter shot by her. Good counter punch. Good counter punching. Just misses with that uppercut. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Can't land that jab. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. Well, we know you've got your mind back in the job. There's the bell for round 4. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. The straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The perfect counter lands. Good counter shot by her. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! The greatest female perhaps of all time is in trouble of going down. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Shields in that last round. Pretty dominant round there.
You're starting to make mistakes.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That uppercut doesn't land. She catches and counters. That counter shot lands. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Incredible work rate. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter punch, right? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. They got the momentum, they got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
That's a terrible round.
There's the bell to start round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you stay calm, play cool.
That hook just can't find the target. To let it all hang out here in this round. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Nice counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Shields in that last round. Well, there was no doubt. Here we go. It's round 7. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. She throws a punch. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Good punch. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Shields in that last
Now
round.
you're sitting
That
there.
was almost a 10-8 round.
Get this boxing together.
And we enter the 8th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
She catches and counters. She scores with that counter. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
These two fighters are made for one another. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Good counter shot by her. The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special.
Let's go out there.
And there's the bell for round 9. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How about that time counter shot? I can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing them down. You'd like to see more jabs. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. He wasn't ready for that counter. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Good counter punching. That jab doesn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. Well, the corner can't be happy with the way things are going for her right now.
You know what? To win this round.
And there's the bell for round 10. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter shot lands. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Oh no, Katie Taylor hurt! I don't believe what we're seeing here. Whoa, wait a minute! Are we about to see Katie Taylor knocked out? Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
She misses with the jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shields in that.
Now you're switching off.
There's the bell for round 11. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. Nice punch. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to... The pound-for-pound queen, Katie Taylor, goes down!
1, 2, 3, 4, and we continue.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Talking about Katie Taylor in that last round. That'll be a...
completely and need you to go back up.
There's the bell for round 12. Well, Johnny, give her some advice here. We know what she's got to do. It's desperation time after being dropped in that last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Left hook doesn't find its target. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned.
Are you okay?
happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Accuracy, power, punch perfect. That